Hello guys, so this is Tisha Rami. Today I will talk something about funguses and their infections. So let's get started. So now according to a research that scientists did on fungus structure, they found that there are some fungus which have single cell and there are also some fungus which have more than one cell. And they also found that fungus possesses a nucleus, a mitochondria and some other organelles like the one that we have in our cell. But the exception was they don't have chlorophyll in them, and that's why they are not able to perform photosynthesis, and because of that they have to depend on other organisms for their food. So if I have to define fungus in a simple words, and I can just say that funguses are the multicellular and single cellular eukaryotic organisms which are heterotrophs. Okay, so now according to research, scientists found that there are approximately 1,44,000 different species of fungus present on the earth, and because of such a huge number of species, they are among the most distributed organisms on the earth. And when I say fungus, they includes rust, molds, pores, then mushroom, which is a multicellular fungus, yeast, which is a unicellular fungus, and etc. Okay, now these fungus are present everywhere. They are present in the soil, they are present in the water, they are present on the atmosphere. So now if I talk particularly about the fungus present in the soil, then this fungus releases some important gases like oxygen, carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, and etc. Now this was about the fungus present around us. What about us? We also have a fungus called Candida albinans in our body or on. So now these fungus don't harm our body. They are present in our guts, in our mouth, and on our skin. It's not like all fungus harm our body. There are some fungus which don't harm our body, but the fungus like mucor can harm our body. This mucor causes is mucormycosis, which is a serious but a rare fungus infection caused by a group of molds known as mucor or mucormycetes. These molds are very thin thread-like structure, okay, which survives at the temperature 20 degree to 30 degree. The average temperature for the survival of mucor is less than 37 degrees. Okay, but there are some species of mucor which are thermotolerant. That means they can survive at the higher temperature than 37 degrees Celsius. Okay, this mucor live in the environment and they are commonly found in the soil and in the air. It affects the people who have low immune system, or you can say they are affected with some other diseases like sugar. They are affected with cancer, the people who are affected with HIV, AIDS, or the people who are drug addicts, or the people who have more amount of iron in them, or who there are some people who are just occurred, who have just faced an accident and they have some injuries in their body, or there are some people who have just done an organ transplant. So these are the groups of people who are at the high risk of getting affected with mucormycosis. Okay, so now we get to know what is mucormycosis. So now how can we know that this person is affected with mucormycosis? So now the very common parts of the body which are being affected by it are eyes, nose, lungs, and CNS, which is central nervous system. We can just say brain. Okay, so now let's talk particularly about them. The first thing is, if a person whose brain is affected with mucormycosis, or you can say CNS, then the symptoms are that person will have very headache, then that person will have high fever. Now if the person is affected with mucormycosis in the lungs, then the person will affect with the cold, cough, then fever, chest pain, or the problems, and he can also face some problems in breathing. And if the mucormycosis has affected its skin, then the person's skin will turn black and reddish. Okay, now according to research, scientists found that the most commonly people affected with mucormycosis, the 50% of people got blind. It's like they lost their eyesight, and this is the, I think, common feature, or you can say symptom of the mucormycosis. Now since mucormycosis share the symptoms with COVID-19, like having problems in breathing, cough, cold. So now in 2020, doctors found that the people affected with corona, they tested positive for mucormycosis. So now we have to think what are the preventions of mucormycosis. So now if we have to prevent mucormycosis, then the very first thing we can do is we have to wear a mask, or we can also wash our hands whenever we came in contact with soil. And if you have came in contact with soil for a longer time, or you're gonna come or you are going to be contacting soil for a longer time, then you have to wear gloves and full sleeves t-shirt and a pant, so that the fungus don't enter your body. Then other prevention is you don't have to go to the area which is very dusty. And you can also use some preventions that we used in during COVID-19 era. And we can also avoid close contact with soil. Now this was some preventions of mucormycosis. Now what are its treatment? Now the very first thing is, if a person has affected with mucormycosis, then if that person is left untreated, then that person will die, because this mucormycosis spread very speedily or very faster in one's body. Okay, now the death rate, or you can say mortality rate, is 50% in mucormycosis. But the very sad thing is, there are still researches going on for the vaccine of mucormycosis, which means there is no vaccine to cure mucormycosis. So now you have a question in your mind that how do people fight against mucormycosis? So now because of that, for that, doctor treats the patient with multifungal medicines. And other treatment is that the doctor cut out the affected part of one's body. Okay, so these are the treatments method that doctors uses to cure mucormycosis. Okay, but unlike corona, mucormycosis don't spread from person to person, or animal to animal, or person to animal. So it's not like this person affected with mucormycosis and you will also get affected with mucormycosis because you came in contact with it. It's just because of fungus present in the soil, air, or water. So to prevent yourself by getting affected with this rare but dangerous disease, so you just have to strengthen your immune system. So now how can you strengthen your immune system? You just have to increase the number of white blood cell in your body. To increase the number of white blood cell, you just have to eat mangoes, lemons, or the things that have citric acid in them. In short, you have to eat the fruits or the vegetables or anything that is rich in vitamin C. So this is all I had for fungus and mucormycosis. So I wanted to tell something that if you guys have any other interesting disease or infection, you can just comment in the comment section. I will try my very best to make a video on it. So thank you so much guys for watching the video. Bye.